Hello crafters and true crimers, welcome back. I could potentially be accused of not fully reading a description on something when I order it from Amazon. So we are going to take my mistake and maybe turn it into a craft. We're going to see how it turns out. So I have two ideas. So first of all, I ordered these cups that said clearly that they were snow globe tumblers. They kind of look like snow globe tumblers, however they come apart. I think that they're supposed to do that because the whole box does that, but they don't seal. So you can put it on and pull it back off. But it does have a hole in the bottom for snow globe tumblers. So I don't completely trust that some kid is not going to, take it out when their mom buys it, or dad. So we are going to do a little test and see something. So I painted, now I have to redo that. But I put pink glitter on this one. Let me see if I can fix that little mess up that I just did. Just real quick. And then we are going to try and create, good enough. I'm going to try and create like drips down the inside of here. I put a plug in it so that it does not leak out the bottom, hopefully. But I'm going to use like epoxy and then some glow-in-the-dark neon green, and then I'm going to add a little bit of glitter. So I already poured the epoxy, and let's just see what happens. Now, this could be a total catastrophe because, I mean, it's just an idea. So let's see what happens. So I have the epoxy. We are going to only use a smidgen of this. So kind of, just a little of that. And then I'm going to stir that in and then see if I want more. I don't think I do. I think that that's going to be a really good, whoop, almost made a mess, as always. But I think it's really hard to tell, but that is pretty, that's pretty green. I don't know if you guys can see. I mean, you can obviously still see through it, which is kind of still my goal. So I'm going to put that lid on there. Then we're going to put a little bit of green glitter because I just like the neon green. It's my favorite color, and I love it with pink. So that's where my colors came from. And what I'm gonna do is, if this works, I'm going to print out something that just says CJ's Craft and Crimes on it, or CJ's Crafts or something, because the colors that I like to use are my green and my pink. Okay, here goes nothing. So I don't know how I want to do this, so let's see. We just want to create some dripping. So I'm going to try to go all the way around the rim. Let's try that first and see what happens. Okay, so I'll put some. It's really not going all the way down the cup, which I kind of wanted it to do. Oh, I like the little driplets. That's pretty cool. So let me see if I can kind of do that again, just around some of these spots that are seemingly gonna be open. Oh, look at that. I love it. So let's see if I can just get this little bit out and drip it down that way. I think I am liking that. I'm going to kind of turn it back and kind of let that epoxy like come back, because I don't want it to go all the way down. I think I wish I could get some in that one little section though. I don't know that I'm gonna be able to drip it out. I don't want to make more. Let's see. Oh, maybe. But it's not going down. Okay. That's okay. We won't, I mean, I didn't really get a good coverage right there, but so far, this is what we got. So like I said, I'm going to tip it again this way and bring that epoxy back down, and I'll probably just keep tumping it up and down because I don't want it to all sink to the bottom. I want it to stay like this little drippy look, because then we'll put, let's see my vision, because then we're gonna put, let me see if I can move it back just a little. I don't want to mess anything up, but we're gonna put this on top, and then I might find a way, I might put epoxy like down in the center, like around that, and then just put this on it, because I think I'm gonna want it to seal so that it doesn't get opened, obviously, but we gotta let that epoxy dry. So like I said, I'm just gonna keep tumping it up and down, and we'll see where it lands. Come back for my next idea.